with that, it is my honor to introduce our keynote speaker. Hers is a comeback story you won't soon forget. Once in a place of darkness and uncertainty, she became a client in our children's care management program and began her journey back to find hope and to be a member and a role model to her three lovely sisters and to countless girls on her community cheerleading squad. So please give Bella Davila a warm Villa of Hope, Villa Proud welcome this evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Bella Davila, and I'm 18 years old. Now, I'm sure everyone walking in here has seen my face plastered everywhere, in the annual report, the online newsletter, or the Rochester Business Journal. You just heard of me at one point or another. Now that I'm standing here before you, up on the stage, I want you to just look at me. Just look at me. What do you see? A tall young woman, dark hair and freckles, my gorgeous blue dress. It is really pretty, I have to say. But it's nothing too out of the ordinary, I'm sure. I look like I could be from Main Street, USA. I look like the girl next door. I look like your server when you last went out to eat. I look like the girl you sit next to in your college math class or the intelligent student in your National Honor Society. I look like your daughter's cheer coach. I seem so completely and utterly ordinary. My looks are the epitome of normalcy. This is also what depression looks like. I am what anxiety looks like. I am what self-destructive behavior looks like. I look like the scars on my hips that will not go away because of years of self-harm. I look like the girl who's had missing poster plasters all over town. I look like the girl who was carried out of her bedroom on a stretcher because she was in such mental torment, she decided that she would rather be dead. Sometimes someone looks so normal, so ordinary that we can't imagine them being hopeless. We can't think of them needing help because they don't seem to need any. After all, why would you put a Band-Aid on healthy skin? For years, I struggled with this exact issue. I seemed happy and normal even when I was anything but. I would suffer in silence, anxiety gnawing at the pit of my stomach, depression dragging me down in a room full of people I loved. Low self-esteem screaming I would never be good enough, while the ideals instilled in me by my neglectful biological mother coerced me into being perfect. I didn't fear the biblical idea of hell because I was already living it. Enter the Villa of Hope. Who sent me Eileen, a person I consider to be family, but on paper was my care manager. She and I met at a very pivotal point in my life. I was spending my summer pale and indoors at children's psychiatric care facilities around New York. Not only had I recently tried to kill myself to escape my mental torment, but the care facilities I called home were trying to discharge me back into group homes, away from the family I knew and loved. Due to my depression, I had already pushed away most of my friends. Now I'd be losing my family too. Eileen not only became a confidant, but a friend in these times. She recognized the mask of being happy I wore, even when I was anything but. She listened to my worries and fears and worked with the facilities I was in to ensure my voice was being heard and that I was discharged safely back to my family. She looked out for what's best for me and still does. She embodies a commitment the Villa has for all of its clients. Whether it be the Lilac Fest or a boba tea day, I knew I could count on Eileen to get me out of the house and back into the world. Since I was chronically at home, any sort of activity with her led us outside of my home, something of which I desperately needed at the time. And my time with Eileen was always something I could look forward to. We could have lighthearted conversations about school or my friends, or more meaningful ones about anything at all that just brought such a support for me into our relationship. Not only could I get sound advice from someone with more life experience than I, but we could work together to find new ways to deal with my mental illness. To this day, Eileen and I still have luncheons to talk and meet, and it's something I can never adequately thank her for. Because of the long-lasting work, services, and the bond Eileen and I have developed, I've become a version of myself I've never thought possible. I'm attending college, I'm working a job, and every day becoming more and more of the person I want to be. I'm a volunteer cheer coach, and I coach the 4 and 5-year-olds. In fact, I led my girls to win our championships last year, which was quite a success. Not every day is perfect, and I do still struggle from time to time. But I know because of the work Eileen and I did together, I can make it through the hard days. I can enjoy the time with my 3 beautiful younger sisters and my supportive and loving stepmom and dad. They have saved my life, and I can confidently say that the Villa of Hope has truly taken care of me. In a time when I was truly hopeless, the Villa of Hope brought the hope back into my life. With Eileen and the Villa, I've become the proud and confident person you see standing before you today. I just want to thank everybody. Your generosity in times past and present has brought me to where I am and countless other children and recipients of the Villa of Hope's care to where they need to be. So thank you and for your support and continued support.